Hello, Scorpio. What you doing today? Don't mind me. I'm just tapped in the source. Okay? Welcome to my channel. It's called RFU Tarot because I follow what's right for me. And you should too. And fuck who don't like it. Okay? Oh yeah. I cuss in my videos. If you don't, or if you don't like it, bye. Understand me? The fuck? Don't try to manipulate my videos, okay, y'all? Like, it's either your shoe or it's not. If it resonates with you, but it's a different gender or a different sign, different role, whatever it is, if it resonates with you, then take it how it resonates. But don't force that shit. Don't try to manipulate my videos to fit your situation. Either it's your message or it's not. Let your intuition guide you to the message that Source has for you. Either it's this one or it's another one. It's hella readers on YouTube. Find the reader that has your message from Source. Simple. Okay? Now, also a reminder, I fuck with energy, so if it's your message but not your timing, or this time, or you're going to see this message a year from now, know that Source is going to give you this message in your divine timing. So whatever the time stamp says, whatever the sign says, okay? It might not even be fucking Scorpio. If you're a Pisces and this resonates with you, then take it, Pisces. Okay? But don't force it. Don't force it, my baby, okay? Also, don't be shy with the like, the subscribe, the share, okay? Because I like all that shit. So please don't be shy with it. So, y'all, mind you, okay, listen, I'm in my bed right now because I'm like, my physical body is tired as fuck, right? Like, I'm just tired. My head hurts. And, like, physically, it just feels like I done ran a motherfucking marathon, my nigga. Like, for real. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like I just went through a whole lot of shit physically. Like, my physical body is just feeling really taxing right now. Like, in a very, like, overworked type of way, taxing. But anyway, let me get into this energy shit, alright? So, last night for the 1010 Gateway, I don't know how y'all do y'all's spiritual thing or whatever, but some people say do your little rituals or do your little whatever you do for your moons or your phases or whatever it is that you do them at certain times or whatever. For me, I usually get called to do it like the night that the new moon is rising or that the full moon is rising. So if the new moon is set to come in on 10/10, I usually am doing my rituals the night of 10/9 type shit. So that I'm harnessing that energy freshly as it's entered into this universe or into this dimension. Excuse me. Tapping into that energy as soon as it seeps into this dimension. I don't know why, it's just something that I was intuitively guided to do. And you should trust your own intuitive nudges as far as how you should practice your spirituality and what steps you should take in your rituals. I mean, it is good to do research and go after what feels good with you, because there is pieces of knowledge that you will pick up that you might not have gotten in your own sense, or it might be things that you're already doing that you're going to get confirmation of by researching these things. Like, okay, I've already been doing this. I know that I'm, working it down the right path. I know that I'm at least within the vicinity of the destination I'm trying to get to, right? If that makes sense. I know it do. So listen, it's two very distinctive groups of energy here, right? It's a high vibrating energy and it's a low vibrating energy. I'm not the motherfucker that's gonna sit here and say one of either one or this group of people is better than this group of people, because I just don't pass judgments in that way. What I will say is, for me, I'm vibrating at a frequency of, we was already ready for this ascension, Scorpios. With my last Urgent Scorpio video, I said this shit. Like, it was a lot of us that was already going hard in the paint. We was already doing the work. We had already seen the steps. We already knew what we should have been doing. So we were already doing that. And in doing that, we were attempting to raise the vibration of the everyone around us. We was like gently trying to nudge that shit in, right? Trying to allow people to still act and express their free will and shit like that. So some people jumped on the bandwagon and joined our level of frequency, and some motherfuckers didn't. Okay, you're in one of the other groups. So, real clear way to identify which group you are in. If today, and when I say today, I'm talking about after 10:09 at 12 a.m. or whatever, 12 p.m., once the motherfucker clock turned into 10:10, from that point on, within in the time frame that this video uploads, right? Within the course of your day on 10:10. If you was patiently waiting for somebody in your close energy perspective, right? It could be a child, a relationship with a family figure that you look up to. It could have been a relationship with somebody that, like a romantic relationship, something of that nature. A relationship of significance for you. You was being hella patient with them today. As you have been being hella patient with them, waiting for them to get on this bandwagon, right? And so today you woke up with this sense of either you on the bandwagon or you're not. So like either you get it or either you picking up what I'm putting down or you didn't. Okay? And today you woke up trying to figure out if that motherfucker picked it up or not. Okay? So, if you woke up trying to figure out if that motherfucker picked up what you was trying to put down, you're at a high vibration, my nigga. If you woke up with an attitude feeling like the whole world was against you and everybody owe you something and you don't understand why this person of significance to you is coming down hard on you and they got you fucked up, if that's how you feeling right now, you're at that low vibration, my nigga. Very simple. You understand me? Real simple. So let me tell you what happened last night. I'm going to break this down. And I will refer to masculine females for look, masculine females. I guess that's me. So I'm just identifying with that. But the masculine energy is, and again, that can be male or female. I'm female in this physical body, but in my energy, I'm harnessing a lot of masculine energy because I have been putting one foot in front of the other, doing what I need to do to manifest what I desire, which is ascension for not just me, but everybody around me. When you are stepping out physically, mentally, emotionally, aligning those three different planes with your actions, your thoughts, your intentions, when you doing all that type of work at that core principle concept, when you're doing those type of things, that's like a masculine energy. You know what I mean? That is, you going out and doing the work for yourself because it's needed for yourself so that you can have it and share it with others. Usually we assert that with a masculine mentality. For some reason, we have warped strength into a man thing. For me, whether you are male or female in your physical incarnation right now in this life, if you are harnessing masculine energy, which is strength, if you are not waiting for a motherfucker to fix your shit, if you have been actively fixing your shit for yourself so that you can see the rewards and then spread them out to the motherfuckers you love, you're harnessing masculine energy. You are standing in your strength so you can change the shit around you for the betterment of everybody. If you're harnessing that type of energy, you're the masculine. And I'm going to refer to you in this reading as the masculine. Again, if you woke up today trying to figure out why the whole world is against you and why you can't get shit right and why you trying so hard but everything is working against you and poor little old you and woe is me and this, that, and the third, and you waiting on somebody else to come in and save you, you're in feminine energy right now. You're vibrating at a very low frequency. Okay? So let me tell you what happened with the masculine energy last night for this 1010 portal. Last night and all of yesterday, we were busy. We were busy actively collecting our supplies that we would need for this portal that we already knew intuitively was finna fucking open up. We just already knew it was happening. I'm telling you, at about 7:30, 8 o'clock last night, I just kicked in the gear like, hold on, I need this, I need that, I need to do this, I need to research this. Like, literally, I just started going into the steps of this ritual that I had no prior knowledge of even attempting. Literally, when I woke up yesterday, I didn't know I was going to have a ritual. I knew 1010 was coming, but I was just waiting for instruction. Instruction came at 7:30 yesterday. You hear me? And I started gaining my supplies. So when I started to gain my supplies, I started to understand what the next steps would be. I went through my whole spiritual ritual, and I'm not going to express that here because everyone's is different, and I don't want to impose what I might do on you. It might not be right for you. Do what's right for you. Your soul will lead you. So I go through my whole little ritual and shit, right? And when I tell you, when that 1010 portal opened up, it was a literal gateway, my nigga. It was like, okay, for the masculine, all the work that we've been doing to get ready for the ascension, the 1010 portal or the 1010 gateway was the direct portal to our next phase of ascension. Flat out. Facts. You feel me? For the female energy, they so much... it's hard to explain without passing judgment, okay? But the way I'm looking at it, it's hard for me to really articulate it at their vibration because I'm not fucking there. I'm not there, but I empathize with where they at because I have been there. So what is going on with the female vibration and energy right now is they are giving all that they know of love. What they doing is they giving all that they can of self, right? Giving all that they can and all that they know of self in the hopes that by them exerting everything that they have unto the next motherfucker, that this motherfucker's gonna save them. Because even in this low vibration, this energy still has it in their DNA, in their soul, in the back of their mind, in their subconscious, in their dreams and shit. They still aware of this ascension that's taking place and the fact that they are behind the ball on that shit. Right? So the female is doing everything that they can with the physical plane, right? Overly emotional, giving way too much of a like they want to get they trying to give a whole lot of, they coming from a sacral energy. You know what I mean? They trying to give a whole lot of themselves physically. Because that's what they feel like it's going to take to earn your loyalties so that you'll come save them. Masculine energy, whether you're female or male. They thinking if they give, that's going to be some sign of loyalty and that you'll come rescue them. This the energy of the female, I'm sorry. This is the energy of this is the feminine energy of the 1010 portal. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? This is the feminine energy of the 1010 portal. Further, they are actually descending. They're sinking further into the sunken place, into the unknowing, because, like I said, for the masculine energy, the 1010 gateway was a direct portal of the next phase of our ascension. So what they did was, it was spirit, source, universe, all of the powers that be. That was them reaching down, honey, with a strong ass, authoritative grip and snatching the motherfucking veil off of your goddamn eyes. Or feminine energy. Okay? Because see what happened was the masculine collective Scorpio, what I'm feeling like energy. Maybe I'm just taking this as Scorpio energy because this is actual Scorpio energy. This is going on, but again, this is what I'm hearing right now. A lot of this masculine forward thinking, let's fix it now, we've been doing the work. A lot of these people, or a lot of these souls, are incarnated in Scorpio physical planes. Okay? So I think that's why it's telling me to put the Scorpio part on there. Just in case it might be a Scorpio that hops on here and just only types in Scorpio. So for some reason, they needed that in the title. But the bigger message here is, if you are stepping out and you have been doing the work, and you know that last night with that 1010 portal, you went through that motherfucker to your next phase of ascension, and you are there and you're trying to figure it out, you're harnessing masculine energy, and you're 9 times out of 10 a motherfucking Scorpio, period. Like, I ain't gonna mince words because Source ain't mincing them with me, and I'm not gonna keep sitting there and trying to play these word games to try to make you lower vibrational people understand the message, okay? Period. So, two groups. Last night, you felt like you ascended and you went up, and the veil was dropped all the way out because you already been removing it. Masculine, high vibration. I'm gonna stop saying high and low because somebody feels like I'm passing judgment, and I'm not. I'm just trying to differentiate this energy, my baby, so that you can understand what I'm saying to you, right? Alright, so just understand me. You know what I mean? Ride with me real quick. Masculine energy. Last night you went through it. Feminine energy. Last night you sunk in it. So, did you go through it last night, or did you sink into it? Ask yourself that. Whatever resonates with you, identify with that for this reading. If you went through it, masculine. If you sunk in it, feminine. Period. So, the energy of the universe and of Source was at this place where, they had been giving us all these like these little love taps, you know what I mean? These cycles to, get our attention, like wake up, wake up, wake up. It's almost time, right? That's what the universe and all the powers that be, that's what they've been doing lately. For the last year or so, really, that's what they've been doing. Giving us these love taps, trying to wake us up to get us ready for this ascension. Some of us took it, some of us didn't, right? So at this time with this 1010 shit, it was like, that was the due date for universe, for Source, for spirit, for all of the powers that be. That was the due date. So it's like, at this point, Source don't even got no more patience. Whether you ready or not, that 1010 portal was a vacuum. And what it did was, it snatched the motherfucking veil. It sucked it out and snatched the veil. The illusion. All this shit that has been coming through this machine of the motherfucking masses to keep us in this fucking gray area, to keep us inside of the illusion, to keep us behind the veil. Last night, Source came through this motherfucker and snatched it. Okay? Whether you ready for it to be gone or not, it's gone. So today, again, you woke up with the energy. This is a second source of confirmation. You either woke up trying to figure out, you was on the same energy, frequency as the universe, basically, right? So Source came down last night and opened up a gateway, a portal that snatched the veil, whether you was ready or not. If you was ready, you were magnetically pulled to that same energy, because like attracts like. You feel me? So if you woke up this morning ready to cash in, right? Looking like somebody's teacher, waiting for that homework to come in, did you do it or did you not? Did you pick up what I put down or did you not? If you woke up in that sense, my baby, you are in a masculine energy. You have ascended. You are in the first step of this phase of the ascension, which is something completely different. Something no one in the physical plane as a masses, like individually, we've done it. You know what I mean? It's why you have your prophecy here and your prophecy there, this person and that person, where we get our little nuggets of information from, right? It's happened before, but not in a whole collective mass like this, right? So you're there. If you know what I mean, that's another source of your confirmation. If you woke up feeling like in a sunken place with an attitude, understand you're at a feminine, you're vibrating at a feminine energy right now. If you woke up trying to see who passed the class and who didn't, so you can figure out who you can bring with you in this phase of ascension, in this first phase of ascension, then you're in masculine energy, right? So it was like a massive shift, y'all. It was a massive, massive, massive shift. It happened at like 3 o'clock this morning because my ritual lasted that long. It went in, it started, like I said, I felt the portal begin to open up at about 12:30. That's when I started a certain phase of my ritual ceremony. At about 3 o'clock, 3:30, I'm telling you, I heard and felt like this rumbling, like somebody was beating on my door. And so, listen, I had my little guy friend, whatever. I had my little friend over here. And, oh, shit. Throat chakra. Jesus. Hold on. So, I had my guy friend over here. And we sitting here. And I'm like, do you hear that? Because I'm thinking I'm tripping. I'm like, do you hear that? He like, what, they rumbling? I'm like, nigga, yeah. He like, yeah, is somebody at the door? Now I got cameras all over my house. Like I can see every inch of my house on the inside and the outside, all up and down the street, the alley, all that. I can see everything around my house. So I check the camera, and it's no one at the door, no one at the front door, the back door, no one around my house, period. So I'm like, well, damn, maybe I'm tripping. So then I start hearing it again, and I can feel it too, like it's vibrating. So then I start hearing it and feeling it again. I'm thinking I'm tripping. So I'm like, trying to think like, do this nigga hear this shit? Am I tripping? Like, because I can still, my monitor is right here by my bed. It's on my wall. So I can always see it. So I look over at the monitor again, like trying to see, is somebody around my house or something? Like, what is this shit that I'm hearing? I heard it like 3 or 4 times, y'all. Heard it and felt it like 3 or 4 times. And it would go, like somebody's beating on your door. Stop. Like 3 or 4 times it did that shit, y'all, at like 3:30 this morning. Understand, that was that motherfucking strong arm grip coming down and pulling that motherfucking, that pulling the matrix apart. Period. This shit was not a glitch in the matrix. This shit was it was a, not a dissolution, it was a dissolving of the matrix. They came down and disintegrated that bitch. You hear me, my baby? Real shit. That's what happened. That's what I woke up with the knowledge of today. They came down here and took the motherfucking grid. Ain't no more grid. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, if you're comfortable with it, if you're not, my nigga. And listen, I'm going to tell you why. They came down here and they busted the motherfucking grid and disintegrated that bitch so it can never return. And I'm going to tell you why. Because now that the masculine energy has ascended into this brand new phase of ascension for the human experience, it's like, listen, it's so much shit that we are going to have to be able to access in this level of ascension to be able to complete this, even just this first phase of it, let alone all the other levels of ascension and all the other levels or phases just within this level that we just stepped into with this 1010 gateway, let alone those other levels. You feel me? But just for this very first phase of this level of ascension, we gonna need all type of power, my baby. For real, we need the power, and we got it in us. These masculine, the people that are masculine are harnessing this masculine energy and have ascended through the 1010 portal. You was chosen. You feel me? You was chosen because you are able to do this shit. Because you are able to see the bigger picture, because 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, you had enough foresight to say, my nigga, I need to get ready. Some shit's finna change, and I need to get it right and get it tight. Get it right, get it tight now. For I've been and fell into the abyss with these dumb motherfuckers. You been synced that shit, masculine energy. So you been trying to get your shit together, right? So because of that, you already had these different abilities, these different superpowers and shit, this different shit that you could do, your ability to see things so fucking clear to where can't nobody play mind games on you, masculine energy. Listen, you have conditioned yourself and reprogrammed yourself to the degree that this this feminine energy right now, even if it's your, even if, listen, this is how deep this shit goes for you right now. Masculine energy, us, me. This is how deep this shit is for us right now. And I want you feminine energies to understand this too. It's not that we don't love y'all. It's not that we trying to leave y'all in the dust. Because y'all not where we at. So we're judging y'all. It's not none of that shit. Understand this, my baby. Feminine energy. As a masculine energy right now, we understand that the veil is gone. So if you're still trapping yourself in some disillusional 3D shit, you gonna hold my energy back with your heavy ass, negative ass, delusional ass, denial, bullshit energy. My nigga, I calls it like I see it. If you mad about it, I give no fucks. Click off this motherfucker. I got a message that I'm trying to give to everybody. If you don't like how I'm giving it to you, get the fuck off this motherfucker. Real simple. Feminine energy. It's not that we don't love y'all. It's not that we're going to leave y'all. But masculine energy right now is at a place that, my baby, I have transcended your level of being. You still trying to be stuck down here. You're still trying to affect my energy with some shit that I don't even want to consume. You still stuck in this 3D bullshit. And you're trying to throw it up into me, and I'm up here in 5D. Understand that shit. So I just can't even allow your 3D energy to negatively impact my shit. Because I got a real mission to achieve right now. And for all of my days to come, understand that this energy is only going to intensify for the rest of the motherfucking year. Period. So masculine energy is putting themselves in a position to harness every ounce of their energy. Feminines. Real shit. We have to, because we see the distance that we're going to have to go. We already know that shit. So if we stay here right now with you and give you all of our 5D energy to build you up out of your 3D shit, my nigga, we won't have what we need to keep forging in our motherfucking mission. Real simple. It's not that we don't love you, my baby. It's just that we was patient with you. We tried to give you intuitive nudges, and so did the universe. You didn't take that shit. You didn't take it. So now you're not prepared for the ascension. We are. So we're ascending. We are at a place where we are at control. We're in complete control of our emotional planes, our mental planes, and our physical planes. This 1010 portal, like I said, with this ascension, we will have greater abilities, more powers. Listen, you finna see some magic, my nigga. Real shit. So, with that being said, we have a higher level of ability that we need to attain, right? That's why we have that full control of the mental, physical, and emotion. Because with this 1010 portal, we understand that we're going to have to experience different dimensions simultaneously, my nigga. At the same time, we're going to be able to we need to be able to control all of our different bodies, our mental body, our emotional body, our physical body, and our soul, all at one time, so that we can use those energies separately at the same time in different fucking places, so that we can effectively complete this motherfucking mission. That is our job. We found that out last night with this 1010 portal. That was our nuggets of knowledge, one of our nuggets of knowledge that we got. So again, feminine energy. It's not that we don't love you. It's not that we're trying to leave you. It's that we tried to prepare you for this. You chose not to. You tried to exert your energy into loving us enough that we would save you. My baby. Didn't nobody come and save us. Ain't nobody gonna come save us. We figured that shit out a long time ago, so we put our energies into saving our motherfucking selves, which is what we tried to get you to do too. You didn't want to do that shit. So with this 1010 portal, we had to ascend. We know that we still are connected to you through the emotional body. We can love the fuck out of you, and we can still have your same unconditional love in return. Because we know how to separate that shit and get and harness the energies that are needed in those different planes at different moments. So no, I don't have to deal with your bullshit in this three-dimensional bullshit. I can cut you off three-dimensionally so that you can't distract me from what's really important to me right now in my mission, right? Because feminine energy, that's what the fuck you're doing. You're so stuck in the sunken place, you're distracting the masculine energy from the fucking mission. So masculine energy is aware of that, so they're detaching because they understand that they can detach in the physical body, in the 3D plane, and still be connected to you in the emotional body, right? They can still have your unconditional love in the etheric realm. They can still experience that on a day-to-day basis without having to let you affect them in this 3D bullshit. Because this motherfucking 3D shit is distracting enough. We got enough shit to focus on. And we trying to get all our shit in order. You feel me? So the last thing we got time for right now, my baby, is any of the bullshit. Right? So you can be divine counterpart. Divine counterpart. If your ducks ain't in a motherfucking row, and if you are not ascending with me, my nigga, I will leave you in the dust. Facts. That's where the masculine energy is right now. It's not that we don't love you. It's that we love ourselves. And you should too. And had you been doing that months ago, you would be here with us. Don't blame us. That's your first step in your ascension. Take accountability for where you are now and what caused that. Look into the universal spiritual laws. Cause and effect. Rhythm. The even flow, my nigga. Polarity. All of that shit is coming into fruition right now. Okay? Either masculine energy. We passed. We been knew that this was the test. We been knew that this was the go. We already been working on this shit. So last night when Source came down here to grade us, to get their progress report, my nigga, we passed. We passed. So we woke up today trying to see if you motherfucking passed. To see if we could take you with us in the class. Or if we had to leave your dumb ass behind. Sorry if that makes you feel a certain way. But if you don't take accountability for your actions, and you don't do what you need to be doing for yourself, because feminine, you know what you've been doing was not right for you. You know it. You was choosing to be lazy. You was choosing to wait for somebody else to do the work for you. Probably because that's what your ancestors did. Do the work to break that shit. So that you can step out and do what's good for you. And stop living in the curse of the shit that you're carrying around with you. That's also what happened with this 1010 portal. It was not just a progress report for you. It was a progress report for your shadows and your shadows past. Okay? So Spirit came down here and graded you and all the bullshit you carried with you into this life. Because you got to clear all that shit for you to be able to walk in your soul's divine purpose. You can't even get to the root of what your soul's divine purpose is until you clear out all of the bullshit that is keeping you from seeing what that is. Understand that shit. Feminine energy. Understand that shit. Work to understand what's in your Akashic records. Work to figure out who your ancestors are. Work to figure out what oppressed them. Because understand that theme is playing out for you in your life, in your 3D life. That theme is playing out for you. Because you have yet to break the binds of that oppression from your ancestors. That's real shit. Break that shit, baby. Break it. Listen, The only way you're going to free yourself and free everybody that's attached to your energy, which is your children, the people that you love the most, anybody directly around you that affects your energy and you affect theirs, those people that you're having a daily exchange energetically with, them people. The only way you can set yourself free and set them people free is by you doing what the fuck you feels right for you. You following in the path that your soul and the universe have contractually set forth for you. It's real easy to figure that shit out, but you got to do the work. You have to do the work, feminine energy, to figure it out. But if you do the work, the answers will manifest for you. It's just how it works. It's just how it works. Understand, feminine energy. Let me break something else down. Spirit is giving me this to give y'all right now. Your chakras and your DNA and shit, like on a cellular level, the way that your physical body is composed and your soul body is composed is like what's the word I'm looking for? It's composed in a manner of like reciprocity, right? So if on the inside you're looking for a certain answer so that you can solve a problem, then you're going to attract that because you're looking for it with the intention of making something greater, not just for yourself, but you understand that that is a ripple that you will set out into the universe for others, right? If you're practicing from this intention, understand that the universe will manifest those answers for you, that path for you. They will illuminate is the better word. Thank you. They will illuminate that knowledge and that path for you because you're doing it from a place of pure intentions for the greater good. Your ego is not present in that. You know what I mean? So in that moment, you have separated that illusion of duality, and you have come into this consciousness of one. Everything is energy. Everything is one, right? So when you come into that mental body of everything is energy and everything is one, understand that your DNA and your cellular level makeup is the same things that make up the world around us, right? So with the 1010 portal, with the universe having this massive shift, right? Because all of the powers that be reached down and smudged this motherfucker. That's what they did. Huh. Thank you. Okay. I just heard, I can't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to fuck with me. Listen, Spirit is on some gangster shit. Either you with me or you ain't. Okay? That's what the fuck they did. They came down here with their smudge kit, honey, and performed their own fucking ritual. Okay? And snatched that motherfucking veil out of your feminine ass face. Okay? Period. So, because that happened to our the energetic field around us, right? That's what happened to the earth physically. I understand that that's probably what's going on with you too. So masculine energy right now is probably today experiencing, we're having a lot of headaches, a lot of like just aches, physical aches and pains and shit. Because let me tell you, this physical body, this motherfucker, this shit right here, this was made for the 3-dimensional shit, right? So when they came down here with that motherfucking strong arm grip, honey, and put everybody in check, your physical vessel is also feeling the adverse effects of the glitch in the matrix, my nigga. You feel me? So for the masculine energy, that physical glitch in the matrix is headaches today, body aches, and just like a tired feeling, like a exhaustion. is the better word. That's why I'm in my motherfucking bed doing this reading. Usually I'm at my designated reading space. If we really hitting, I might be at the altar. Like, I don't do readings from my bed. No. Who does? I mean, I don't do that. Someone else might do that. That's fine. I don't do that. But I'm in my bed today because I'm tired physically. Even though I am outside of the box, I still have to be mindful of what the box needs, right? Again, that's the having when you have control over all those different aspects, then you are able to experience them simultaneously, right? I'm outside the box, but I need rest. My spiritual, so on a physical plane, I'm like, I'm tired. So let me sit in my bed. On my mental plane, I'm like, there's a mass collective that needs to hear this message. That's what I'm feeling spiritually and in my mental plane. So then also in my spiritual vessel, my spiritual body, spirit was like, okay, well, just sit your ass in this bed, honey, and get yourself as comfortable as you can and put this motherfucker out because they need to hear it. It don't matter what your hair look like. It don't matter if your space is set up right. The point is the message needed to be heard, so get it the fuck out. So today, masculine energy, you're feeling tired. You're having headaches. Your body's having just aches and cramps and pains. But just on a very mundane surface level. Not no deep organ internal shit, right? It's just like, it's an irritation more than anything. It's like my head hurts, but not to the point to where I want to go take Excedrin or no shit like that. It ain't affecting me to where I need to go to sleep or, it's not a migraine, but it's just like a little pesky ass headache. It's irritating. Thank you, Spirit. It's irritating. It's like it's a surface level reaction. Boom. Masculine, in your physical 3D shit today, you are experiencing a surface level physical reaction. Feminine, in your 3D reality, my baby, you're fucked up. You might can't shit, honey. You might can't articulate yourselves verbally, mentally. You're confused as fuck. You're confused, you're angry, you're sad, you're grasping at straws, feeling helpless, like desperate, codependent. Honey, you are misfiring on all motherfucking circuits, my nigga. Real shit. The feminine energy is, honey, having a major malfunction in her all systems. Period. Whoever that is, it could be male, female, whatever. If you are in a feminine energy right now, your shit is fucking up. For real. Masculine energy is irritating you on the surface level. Feminine energy today, you are sunk down in the depth of the bullshit, and because you can't seem to find any level of accountability, my baby, it is just keeping you in this tailspin cycle of codependency, desperation. You are looking for your knight in shining armor with a flashlight in the motherfucking daytime, bitch, and you can't even see. Like, it's how ass backwards you are right now today. Feminine energy. I need you to get your shit together, and then things will become clearer to you. It'll be easier for you to figure out. Listen, feminine, y'all standing at the steps, waiting on the steps to turn into a slide that you could just easily go and flow into. No. Them motherfuckers is steps. Pick your feet up, one in front of the other, and walk up them steps. What is you doing? What are you doing? Listen. Listen. I'm telling y'all. You gotta fix it. Feminine energy, you gotta fix it. Because I'm just seeing this shit right now for a lot of y'all. And then listen, I woke up with this shit in my own 3D reality. Like, listen, when I woke up this morning, I told you I had a little friend over last night. When I went to sleep last night, my perception of this motherfucker was completely different than what the fuck it was when I woke up this morning. Okay? When I woke up this morning, I was asking questions like, what are you going to do? Or what is your plans for the next year of your life? Just to gauge this motherfucker, to see if they even have any clue or articulation of where to start or what to do. And because they had absolutely no answers, I had absolutely no time for that shit. And I had dismissed that energy. Period. So, masculine energy, understand that it ain't easy, and it ain't that you don't love them. You know, come from a place of compassion if this have not happened for you yet, or if this is about to happen for you, or whatever. If this is just, you know, a reminder to you, because I know y'all know this shit. Y'all don't need me to tell y'all this shit. But Source and Spirit wanted me to give it to y'all because y'all need to understand that it's a lot of us right now. For real. Every week that I go to my little shop, it's a little particular metaphysical shop in my hood that I fuck with. Every time I go into this store, y'all, it's more and more motherfuckers I see in this store. When I first started going there, it didn't use. I never really ran into nobody in that motherfucker. It was always open, but I never really ran into nobody in that motherfucker. Let me tell y'all, I'm running into motherfuckers in Walmart looking for frankincense and shit. My nigga, it's a lot of us. Understand that you are not alone. Not only are you not alone, masculine energy, you were chosen because you are able and because you are willing. Understand that you are powerful, and some things might be irritating you on a surface level right now. Don't bite in or feed into those triggers, because then that's just going to perpetuate low vibration bullshit, my nigga. You're going to see it. You're going to know it. If you know it's not for you, speak on that shit immediately and dismiss it from your energy so that you don't perpetuate this cycle. Because we have ascended to a level where it's not even no more cycles. Ain't no more cycles. It's just clarity at this point. So don't bring forth with you none of them type of bad habits, because then that will cause you to descend. That's a real thing. If you're not working your shit properly, you will descend, my baby. It don't matter how strong you are right now. You got to keep stepping out on that. You got to keep building upon that if you want to keep growing. If you want to keep ascending and expanding, you have to keep working at it. So understand, don't be so hard on yourself, but also don't be so hard on others. Be compassionate and understand that you were chosen because you're able and because you are powerful. And like I said, in this ascension that we have just stepped into, it's never been experienced in a mass session like what we're doing right now. So because Source and Spirit has our attention in a mass number this way, and because it is a universal 3 year, and you know, universe is just over it, they don't have no patience for it no more. Because of all these things, they are implementing, and a lot of us got a lot of that shit last night. Let me tell you, I woke up, I went to sleep able to do things that I could not do yesterday. Literally. Woke up able to do things that I never thought I would be able to do. For real. Looking for guidance on how to work my abilities to their fullest potential type shit. In this ascension, we gon' need a lot of magic, because as powerful as we are, trying to ascend, understand that there are motherfuckers in darkness that's gonna work, if not as hard, 10 times as harder, to keep that shit away from us, to keep that shit away from y'all, to keep that shit away from the mass, period. So we will need the full potential of all of our spiritual gifts, talents, abilities to fight this motherfucking fight and to fulfill our fucking mission. Okay? Understand that shit. That's why I said, feminines, y'all finna see some motherfucking magic. Real shit. Now I'm hearing that I'm the only one in the job done. I don't know a nigga that could cover for me. Yes, that is the energy of the divine masculine right now. Divine masculine is getting that shit done. Ain't nobody else can't no motherfucker do the job for us. Like I said earlier, no one's coming to save us. We already knew that. That's why we chose to save ourselves. Period. So, hold on, I'm looking at my notes because I had bullet points of, so it was key points Source wanted to make sure I got to y'all. So, bear with me while I make sure I'm hitting all my fucking points. Alright. Yep, you were chosen because of your level of mastery and because of your powers, right? You know what I mean? Source specifically picked all of y'all on my frequency right now. The divine, masculine, collective Scorpio energies. You was chosen because of your powers and your abilities, your level of mastery, because you chose to see the shit for what it was, step out on it, work through the energy so that you had a clear understanding of it, so that you could understand and be able to harness those energies and harness those different it's emotional code, basically. Period. You because you went through all your emotional shit, you understand now how to use that emotional code to harness different energies to give your abilities that even that much more power, right? So it's like, again, with the salt and pepper shit that I was saying about the noodles, it's like everybody, you can put the noodles in the water and put it in the microwave and eat that shit with just the season packet it come with. Or you could put the seasons that you know you like in that motherfucker and it's really gonna hit. You feel me? So they are putting the seasons, my nigga. So you work through all of that shit because that was you acquiring those seasons for your toolbox so that you can be able to pull them back out and harness the mineral properties, the healing properties, the essential properties that are given to you from source, from these different emotions, from these different energies, from these different things that you can use to transmutate or communicate or any type of intertwinement between the dimensions. All of those different lessons that you have learned by going through all the things that you had to go through. Those are specific codes of energy or codes of how to harness energy so that you can simultaneously experience the different dimensions. Right? Because since Source came down in this 1010 portal and removed the veil, we are now parallel with several different dimensions that we could not see or feel at first because of the motherfucking matrix, because of the veil, because of the illusions that was programmed into us and that was programmed into our motherfucking ancestors, right? That they handed on to us. We couldn't see outside of this third dimension. But because Source came down last night and removed this thought of the third dimension, they snatched away the ego and seated you in your soul. Now we are simultaneous, parallel with several different universes, several different, not universes, but dimensions, several different dimensions. So the reason why we need to, well, why we needed to work through all of that shit to obtain these different tools is because with that release of the veil, all of these dimensions are now coexisting. The only way we can be successful in interpreting and being able to navigate in this brand new world, basically, is to be able to harness the different energies from all things, right? That's that oneness consciousness. That's that understanding that everything is energy. So if you work through every energy, if you work through something, then you have the understanding of something. If you have the understanding of something, then you know how to properly use it, my nigga. That's simple, my baby. You understand me? So if you know how to use things, you know how to apply things, you good. You're good. So even if this motherfucker turn into hell in a handbasket, you know how to navigate through that shit. Because you don't work through everything. So you know how to sit in darkness and be cool. Masculine energy. If you have not done the work, you are swimming in bullshit. That's why you are misfire right now. Because you are having to coexist with several different dimensions at one time that you don't know shit about. Period. So everything in you is confused. Everything about you is confused. Everything is just, only thing you understand right now is confusion. Period. You might be mad at masculine even, because this nigga ain't confused. It could be a man or a woman, whatever. You're mad at masculine right now because masculine ain't confused. You wanted masculine to at least be confused enough to come and save your dumb ass. We ain't. We're not doing it. My nigga, we set forth the tools on your table. We told you how to use them. What the fuck else you want us to do? We can't do the work for you. We can't do it for you. It don't work like that. If it worked like that, we wouldn't be in this, none of us would be in this position in the first fucking place. Okay? If it worked that way, the sporadic prophecies could have did it a long time ago for all of us. Doesn't work that way. We got to save ourselves, all of us collectively, because it is so many of us that are stepping through the portal, that are ready and that are ascending in this moment right now, because there are so many of us. Even those people at a low vibrational energy, even the divine feminine energy right now, is feeling it in their 3D reality. Period. Because it's too many of us. That's why Source said, if you ready or if you're not, I'm snatching this motherfucking 3D veil bullshit. It's out of here. The 3 dimension is only good for this. This. That's all it's good for. It doesn't serve any other purpose. Feminine. So why you so worried about why you were so worried about this 3D shit, right? Worried about giving so much of yourself physically that somebody would come save you, or worried about putting yourself in this position where you could provide some material thing or this or that or whatever. Listen, spirituality is not an object. It's not something you can just go pick up. No. It's something you gotta achieve. The only way you achieve something is by doing the work that's necessary to motherfucking earn it. Feminine. The steps ain't gonna turn into no slide on your ass. They steps, my baby. Regardless of how many times you turn around and walk away from them. So while you was busy, you was looking at them steps, trying to figure out a way to go around them or do this or do that so you wouldn't have to do the work. Understand, only thing you did was further fuck yourself up. Because the steps are still there, A. B, now masculine is done trying to help your ass up the steps, so now the goddamn guardrail's gone, bitch. You ain't even got that to hold on to no more. You gotta pick yourself up by your bootstraps, little baby. You gotta do it. You gonna do it now. Cause listen, it's over. Divine masculine energy is not gonna save you. Source is not going to save you. The only way that they can even conceive to save you is to keep putting you in these cycles, this cyclical energy of you feeling like you got to go through the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Understand that. That's why you woke up today feeling like somebody owe you something, and you was angry and didn't even understand why you was angry, and this person did you wrong and that person did you wrong. All of that shit is a cycle. Until you are strong enough to step outside the cycle and figure out what caused the cycle to begin, you cannot break it. Thank you, Spirit. You can't break it until you step outside of the cycle and have the strength to figure out what you did to cause it. The cycle is just the effect. What keeps reappearing in your 3D reality is the effect. I mean it's the effect. You need to figure out what you did to cause that shit so it will stop coming into your reality. Figure it out. Whew. Hold on. Hold on. Right. The magnetic field is shifting inside of the earth. And you're connected to the motherfucking earth. So shit's shifting in your soul as well. Right? As above, so below. Goes back to that. As above, so below. Yeah, so I think I done hit all the points, my nigga. Yeah. Literally, I done hit all the points without even having to check over my notes. That's how much I carried it with me in my spirit, my nigga. Authenticity is the only thing that sets you and everyone around you free. Ain't nobody coming, my G. What I say? Ain't nobody coming, my G. We gotta save ourselves, our children, they children. You feel me? That's why we doing it now. Feminine. That's why we've been doing it. Because we understand if we free ourselves and step in our authenticity right now, that keeps it from passing down to our children. So that they can't pass it down to their children. We are creating right now a very deep, positive ripple, my nigga. Facts. Facts, which makes sense. We are Scorpio. Water. We have no choice but to create these deep, lasting ripples. Period. Now we have just done the work, so we are harnessing our scorpionic energy, our natural connection with water. We are tapping into that. That's why we was chosen. Water bearer, whatever the fuck ever. Look, don't play with me and my words, okay? Don't play with me and my words. Hold on, y'all. What's the time? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. An hour and 3 minutes? Check that angel number 103. That's something for somebody. Check it. Masculine. Clear your throat chakra, my baby. As soon as you are intuitively hit with some shit that don't sit right with you, speak on it. Real shit. That will keep you from descending. Because spirit gonna test your ass. Understand that. As soon as I woke up, I got hit with the test. And I passed it. That's why I'm giving y'all the message. As soon as you get that intuitive hit, and I'm getting hot as fuck right now. So trust me, this is a very big part. As soon as you are intuitively hit that something is not right for you or in your energy, something is not equal or receptive, it's not if you cannot, if it is not regenerating your energy, if it is simply taking away from your energy, Nip that shit in the bud real quick. If it's only taking from your energy, Scorpio, divine masculine Scorpio, if it is only taking from your energy, stop that shit right now. Do not wait to stop it. Do not consider their feelings. Say it with compassion. Okay, try to get them to understand where you're coming from, because the message is what they need, right? So if you give it to them in a way of compassion, like, listen, my nigga, you're not finna take. You're not finna give me less than I deserve. You're not finna come to this table at any level underneath of mine. Period. I'm not gonna mince words. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not accepting of it. The same way source is over it, divine masculine Scorpio, you're over it. So as soon as you feel that it ain't right for you, speak on that shit. Come from a place of unconditional love, empathy, light, right? So that you can give the message so that the person can pick it up and move forward with it and act upon it accordingly. Don't say it in a way where they can't get the message, because then that creates bad karma for them and for you. Period. Because then that just further sinks them into their cyclical energy, and then that, pulls you down. It descends you back into this 3D shit, because now you're using dark energy. You don't got to use that. You're at a place that's very clear. Either you're going to do it or you're not. And if you're not going to do it, then we're not at the same place, and we need to separate. So, and hopefully our energies will naturally balance and come back into alignment. If they don't, they don't. Okay? If they don't, they motherfucking don't. But don't say it like that, okay? Masculine, divine masculine Scorpio. Don't say it like that. Say it with compassion. And divine feminine energy, period. I don't even know if this is Scorpio, but divine feminine energies. My collective divine feminine energies. Don't be so sensitive. And have accountability right now. Okay? So that you can be able to receive your message. That is what you're supposed to do as a divine feminine. You're supposed to receive. You ain't supposed to be sitting up here strategically putting all your, yum in the basket so divine masculine can come save you. That's not your point. That ain't what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing what feels right for you so that you can receive what is meant for you. Period. You're not in a place to receive because you're not even being accountable for what you're emitting, what you're putting out. If you ain't even concerned with that or accountable for that, how do you expect to receive anything of desire, anything other than the cyclical bullshit that you keep seeing? How, divine feminine? How? Understand you gotta rework the way you think. This is your brain. This is not your mind. It's not your mind. You use your mental body so that you can logically figure things out. That part of you is in your brain. Your mind, my baby, that's some completely fabricated shit, right? That's them swords in the tarot. That is a mental battle that you have 9 times out of 10 created for yourself. Your mind is not a real thing. Your brain is a real thing. Your brain is a real thing. Your mind is not. It's not. That's some shit you made up to. That's your ego. Huh. Your mind is your ego. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I felt such a sense of relief. So that's the way that somebody needed to hear it. Your mind is your ego, divine feminine. Coming to, yeah, that feels good. So listen, come into alignment with that, my baby. That your mind is nothing but your ego. Allow things to process through your mental plane, through your brain, and through your soul, through your chakras. You know what I mean? Allow things to pass through your energy, not through your mind. Your mind is your ego. Your mind will bend and talk you out of your fucking blessing. You might be worried about some shit that ain't gonna never happen. Because that's what the mind does. Sets up barriers. It presents things like fear. Okay? Stop it. Coming to the understanding that you right now you coming from a place of ego. You trying to control a lot of shit, and source is trying to help you understand, my baby, divine feminine. You don't have control over this shit. Only thing you got control over is yourself. And once you understand that, and once you truly get control of that, then you have control of everything around you, because so within, so without. As above, so below. However the fuck you say it. Again, when you work through the energy of self, you truly understand that shit. Then you know how to use that shit for your highest potential of the Most High. Period. Period. So figure out who you are, divine feminine. Figure out what makes you tick, and figure out what makes your heart spill over. What gives you joy, what brings you peace, what makes you stronger. Figure that out, divine feminine, and keep building on that. That's going to help you find your center, help you find your soul. It's going to help you to weave together your actual DNA. It's going to help you to attain the pieces of you so that you can successfully complete the puzzle of your soul. Yes! That's the message for divine feminine this week. Or no, not even this week, for the rest of this year, for real. Because like I said, these energies will only intensify through to January 1st. Real shit. Real shit. So, divine masculine, advice I'm getting for you from Spirit is the tiger's eye. I don't know why I just got that. The tiger's eye. Also the eye of the tiger and the tiger's eye. So it's like by nature, as a Scorpio, through a lot of our experiences, we figured out what works and what don't work. By way of a lot of pain, basically, right? That's what I'm getting. We learned a lot through pain. So whether it was times of pain being inflicted upon us, or us inflicting pain upon others, that was where we got the most of our lessons from. And so, harnessing the eye of the tiger is like, now we have worked through what hurts us the most and how we have hurt others the most. So now we are ascending from that. Now we know divine masculine Scorpio energy. Now we know that we don't have to hurt somebody. We don't have to be hurt to learn. So it's like, instead of just stinging a motherfucker because you got too close and I don't even trust you, like, bitch, get away. It's like, we have the strength of that tiger. We can still fuck you up. We can still, inflict that pain if we need to, but now we're at a place of waiting, analyzing, truly having an understanding of what's going on around us, not only in the environment but in the spirit, in the person that we're exchanging with, understanding where they're coming from empathically, so that we know how and when to deliver the correct message, and how and when to cut a motherfucker the fuck out, how and when to use our strength of the tiger to pounce on the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Again, that speaks again to the working through those different energies, working through those different planes, so that we know how to use each of them simultaneously. Because that's what's going on with the release of the veil, right? So for the feminine energy. Hold on, wait. What is? Oh, and the tiger's eye. They want that as a stone, too. Like they're telling me it wasn't just like the eye of the tiger. It was the tiger's eye, as in the stone. Like as in the stone. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing right now. As in the stone. And so I don't know. Y'all gonna have to Google that shit. Look that shit up. I don't know exactly what elemental properties or whatever the fucking word is I'm looking for. I don't know exactly what you get from that energetically, but there's a very powerful message within the tiger's eye stone for the divine Scorpio masculine energy right now. Period. And then the feminine energy. Mm. Yeah, I can't even tap into what your advice is. Or like what elemental property would bring you. I can't even tap into that. Because, honey, you so convoluted. Your energy is so disheveled. So confused. That source, that's why I said, you're not in a place to receive, my baby. So I can't even tell you what you can go out and get from nature that would help you right now. Divine feminine? Because you ain't even open enough to receive that. You ain't even tapped in enough for to be able to go outside and pick you a fucking stone or Google a stone. I don't know. Divine feminine, you it ain't even no stone for you right now. Is what spirit is giving me. Spirit said, God damn it, you the stone. Figure that shit out. Find out who you are. And then everything that you need will be energetically pulled to you. Period. You might need a clear quartz or something. You can make that motherfucker be anything. Maybe that's what it is. Look that up. I know that you could charge it to be anything, but look that up. There's a message in clear quartz for the divine feminine in this message. There's a message in that. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but whatever. All right, now let me go back to these messages because I was just getting them. I was just getting those hits intuitively right then about the tiger's eye and the eye of the tiger for my divine Scorpio masculine energies. So I wanted to give you all that, but I want to also go over my notes for one more time and make sure I ain't fucking missing nothing. Because this right here, this message is fucking important. I don't give a fuck when you read it or when you are pulled to it. When you see it, it could be many moons from now. When this video is pulled into your energetic field, you will resonate with the masculine or the feminine energy, and you will be able to attain direct guidance, divine guidance from this video in your specific placement, in your specific time, in your specific phase of your spiritual soul journey. Period. Trust that shit. Yeah, I think I hit everything. Yeah. Yeah, I hit everything, my G. And somebody wants me to pull some cards. Why? Listen, I told y'all I was tired and y'all know I'm tired. Masculine, y'all, so this ain't even masculine. This is somebody's goddamn feminine. You always want something. God damn. Whoever this is, whoever is in divine feminine energy, my nigga, y'all always want something. Y'all always want something. This ain't my masculine energy asking for no cards. Y'all are the tarot. You are the tarot. You are the oracle. The cards is popping up in your brain. They being projected into your 3D vision. Into your third eye vision from source. You don't even need them physically anymore. Period. You don't. You don't. And you already know that today is a hard ass day on me. You know that. So you ain't out there asking me for no motherfucking cards. This is that divine energy, divine feminine. It's divine feminine. Fuck. So anyways, I don't even know what the fuck this is called right now. It's how disheveled I am because I'm irritated. I'm irritated that y'all still want some type of confirmation for the shit you ain't doing. Divine feminine? You want confirmation for the work that you know you ain't doing. If that don't sound like crazy, what is this? The Tao Oracle. The Tao Oracle. Boom. So here, I'm going to split it. I mean, I'm going to shuffle after this. But I felt the need to just split it because well, here's why I was pulled to split it because I pulled it and split it at the right fucking place, divine feminine, with your begging ass. It says stand still with the number 12, breaking down to a 3. Stand still. Alienation. What? I can't even see. My eyes and everything is not working good today. I told you, physical body is glitching. Alienation. A stalemate. Stagnation. Withholding. Grinding to a screeching halt. Insensitivity. And mistrust. The number 12. With the word stand still. There are three energies in this goddamn thing. It's divine masculine over here with our backs turned because we're not helping your ass no more. We done gave you everything you need. You're choosing not to use it. Divine masculine over here with his back turned. There's a tree right in the middle that's trying to keep us all balanced for the greater good. That's source. That tree is source. And then here you are over here. It look like your hands is balled up like you want to fight or something. What you want to fight for? Because today divine masculine put you in your place with the truth and you don't like it? And you thought divine masculine was going to save you and we didn't save you? We told you to save yourself, so now you want to fight us? You asked for the truth, divine feminine, and now you can't handle it. So guess what source is telling you? Well then, bitch, stand still. You asked for the truth. Divine masculine gave it to you. Now you can't handle it. Well, motherfucker, stand still by yourself. Psh, there you have it. For the bitch in the back, honey, who was asking for 3D proof, pull a card. Yeah, that bitch in the back, I heard you. There you go. Look at me over there, divine masculine, with my back turned. I've gave you the tools. You are choosing not to use them. There's nothing else I can do. Look at the tree in the middle with that swirl around it that is energetically shifting, energetically pulling everything that any energy needs, magnetically pulling it to that energy and creating that source, period. That's what that tree is. Look at you over there, divine feminine, trying to fight because you're overly sensitive. Trying to fight us physically because you're sensitive to us giving you the truth of the matter. You couldn't handle that shit. So now you want to physically fight because you can't handle the actual fucking truth. So then guess what source said? Bitch, stand still. Stand still. We're going to freeze you in your fight. And masculine has turned their back, so they don't even see you freezing. They don't even see you being stuck no more. They don't even see that shit. They choosing to look away from it because it's not their energy. It's not their fucking problem. It ain't mine to fight. So now you want to fight me because I'm done fighting your fight. Bitch! You got a lot of nerve. Says me and source, divine feminine, you got a lot of fucking nerves. If you thought somebody was going to do this shit for you, you got a lot of nerve. Because listen, the divine scorpion masculine energy have been trying to do the work for me, you, and everybody the fuck around the entire universe. Period. Everybody on Mother Earth. We've been trying to do it for all of this motherfucking shit. How dare you sit around? Fuck. And then the card right after that, stand still, is the following card. With the number 17. Breaking down to an 8. What is the 8 in tarot? Walking away. Masculine. That's what masculine energy, that's what the scorpionic divine masculine energy woke up and chose to do today. We chose to walk away. Like the 8 of Cups. Understanding what is no longer serving to us and no longer has a purpose in our divine soul purpose. Our divine soul mission. It does not have a purpose anymore in that shit. So we walking away from it. And you because you're following. Because you're not leading yourself. We're walking away. Facts. Shit got me mad. It says loyalty, adaptability, cooperation, trust, reliability, sensitivity to others, service, and receiving guidance. You asked for it, Divine Feminine. You said give me some, pull some cards so that we know that this is real and you're just not picking on us. You asked for it? I told you Source was fed up too. Everything I've been saying, you've been giving so much of yourself so a motherfucker will come in and rescue you. So a motherfucker will do your work for you that you haven't done the work for yourself. You've been following so much, trying to give out your loyalty, trying to give out, trying to give out your loyalty, trying to being overly adaptive, right? Trying to mold yourself to whatever you think a motherfucker needs so that you can portray loyalty. Thank you, Source. That's what I just got. Following with the intentions of making someone believe that you are on the same page as them so that they will carry you with them and you can ride their fucking wave. That's what you've been doing, Divine Feminine. And Divine Masculine already knew it. They was just giving you the motherfucking time of day. Because they loved you. Because we were still in duality. The 1010 portal took us out of that duality and helped us to understand oneness, the consciousness of one, that everything is energy. And I don't gotta let you negatively affect me on this 3D shit for me to be able to love you in another dimension. I can harness your love in this 3D dimension from other dimensions. I don't got to deal with your bullshit in this dimension. Period. You kept on following. Not even yourself. You so heavy trying to follow me and make me lead you that I chose to walk away from your ass. 8. Because you did not lead yourself, I'm walking away, says Divine Scorpionic Masculine. Through the end of the year. This reading stretches and it expresses the energy that is ever rising and expanding into January 1st. Period. This is how this shit is going to be until January 1st. Or until the new moon of January. Until shit starts transitioning within the planets and shit. Again, after 2020, this is it. You're going to get blunt, harsh, very clear, ain't no gray area. That gray area, the matrix, the grid shit, the grid shit has been taken away. So, energy, source, all of that shit is going to be very direct with your ass. It's going to be very poof, poof. It's going to come down like the weight of a motherfucking gamut. like motherfucking Thor or somebody, right? For real. That's how Source is coming down on your ass right now. Period. Understand that shit. What's the next one? The number 30, back to the 3, right? The number 30 is the change, or, number 30, the clinging, fire, illumination, inspiration, devotion, and all consuming passion. Woo! Regeneration, spirituality, virtue, and enlightenment. And guess what? This card is for both of us. This card is for feminine and for my divine masculine scorpionic energy right now. This is the card number 30. It has the clinging on it with all the words that I also just said. And there are 2 people in this card. One of them has their hand out like this, and one of them has their hand out like this, and they're touching each other. I'm gonna show you the card in a minute, but yeah, no, listen. The words of this card, some of the words of this card is divine feminine energy. The picture is directly connected to the message of the divine scorpionic masculine. And when I show it to you, you will identify with it. I'm telling you, listen, this is both of us. Both of these people in this card is us, the scorpion divine masculine energy. Both of these people are us. I see fire in one of them. I see water in the other. You know what I mean? It's all encompassing. And the yin and the yang at the top, usually they're different colors. This card is the same color. See, look at these 2 cards, which were for the divine feminine. These 2 cards have different colors in their yin and yang, right? Duality. Divine feminine energy. Whatever your sign is, if you are harnessing divine feminine energy, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like right now for you in your 3D world. Period. Period. If you are a divine scorpionic masculine, you are tapped into this frequency, and this entire message has resonated with you. This is your card. Look at the yin and the yang. Oneness. One color. The clinging. That's what we had to release.